Hello, my friends. I hope everyone's doing good tonight. Um, did get dateless $5. I would have to weigh this to see if that was under melt or not. I think it pretty close to under melt or right at melt. I don't always buy melt coins. The other coin I bought today is this one, first year Barber dime. Have a look at this one. The Liberty is there. It's likely being cleaned. But considering this thing is 130 years old, it's got pretty good details left on it. Now, the coin dealer knocked a few dollars off of that price just because he was being nice. Now, a little statement into my life. You go and say you buy a lotto ticket. This is what always happens to me. If that had been 1777 in the middle, this would have won $1,777. But I'm one off. Why do they tease us like this? It's kind of annoying, actually. Now, talking about coins of the world. I mentioned Cook Islands in my thing yesterday, but this is the Cook Islands coin I really wanted to show, but I didn't have it handy. This is the Bounty. It's 1 ounce fine, 4 nines fine silver, sorry. It's a very wonderful depiction of the Bounty ship. This is a proof, well, actually reverse proof style. It's really nice. Now, when I was listing my countries that I have coins from, I have a St. Helena's, but that doesn't come up because it just it's not actually a country, it's a protectorate, I mean. Now, I did mention this. It's a Philharmonic I bought a few years ago. It's a 2022. These do not have reeded edges, as you can see, although I think the newest ones do. Here, this will give you a little bit better view. It's just a flat. It's a little thicker and a little smaller than most 1 ounce round coins from around the world. Most of them are specific size, but not that one. So I have Austria checked off on this, but I didn't show the coin. And I also had, or I may have not had, Germany checked off. But I have this Z mark, 1912. I'm sorry, I thought it was 1914. 1912. Clearly a German coin, even though it has a hole drilled in it. It's kind of neat. It's no holes, and this is almost a ½ ounce of silver, 90% silver. Hello, Brandy Sullivan. Another thing I feel like I need is another tube, because I had this and it didn't fit in the tube I was putting the silver dollars in. And while I was out and about, I got these two, one peace dollar, one Morgan dollar. Show the peace dollar first. They're both real common years. Small hole in it, but it's barely down any weight. So, and then this one, a little bit bigger hole, and someone scraped into making the hole. It's a 1921, very common. There is a mint mark on this. Hello, Silver and Cigars. That is an estimate. So I need another tube so I can start filling another tube with silver dollars. I've already got 3 on the way towards filling it. Now, I did make a little mention of a few other things. One thing I'm real proud about getting for the price I got it for is this 1/4 ounce Libertad. 2019, 3/9 fine, 1/4 ounce. Mexican, $6. Usually these things are sold at a premium, but not this time. I have a feeling my coin dealer bought it in a large collection of stuff and just gave him a flat price, and it was then when it's time to sell it, he priced it right about what its melt value is, which is a little bit lower than it probably should have been. Now, speaking of reasonably nice dimes, the 21s are pretty low mintage, not as low as the 16D, but they were so busy making silver dollars in 1921, be it Morgan's and then working on the Peace Dollar. A lot of 21 coins otherwise they didn't make a whole lot of. This, a little over 1 million were made, which is pretty low. Now, I did show this. These are 1/4 ounce Christopher Columbus rounds. Not sure who issued these because it doesn't really say on here. There's some kind of, looks like a star and an X and a 5. Not, maybe that means 500 years because that'd be about right since he, but I don't know what date these are. They don't have a date on them. I'm pretty sure there's a third one though. Moving along. When you're buying silver bars, sometimes you can get something like this. It's 5 grams. 3/9 fine silver. Interesting. I got this one, which is a 10 gram, 3/9 fine, which is kind of neat too. But yeah, I needed to show the fact that I did, where is it? Did have a German coin I didn't get to show, and I needed to. So I mean, the 30s and stuff, you know, when a certain person came into power and World War II happened, don't have any of that stuff to show, and I wouldn't show it anyway. All right. Sometimes you get a chance to buy something like this, little bitty pieces. One of them is a 3/9 fine 1 gram silver bar, and the other ones are sterling. They're not very big, probably somewhere around the gram size too. This one, the bar anyway, is a little 1 gram silver bar. Usually I don't recommend buying them in that weight because they usually, you know, especially if you order them online, they usually charge a premium. Not always, but it just depends. And when showing off Mexican coins, these are fairly common 720 ones. This one's probably the best shape of the ones I have. It's worn, but no holes, no divots or nothing on it. It's complete piece. And it's bigger than this German coin, but the German coin's 90%, and this is 720, so this has more silver in it than this does, which is something you always have to keep in mind. Now, this coin, my coin dealer showed it to me, and I told him I thought, after I looked at it for a bit, I told him I thought this is likely a Netherlands coin, and I've confirmed it by looking at the design. It's worn out real bad, but it's 720 silver, I believe, and it looks like 1938, although the date's about gone. One other thing that happens sometimes with Morgan dollars, like this one, I'm almost 100% sure. Well, I'm not going to say almost. I'm 100% sure this was in 1921 that someone ground the date off. And the story I've heard is that in Reno they had slot machines that used dollar coins because back in the 70s, $1 and that dollar at that time was worth more as $1 than it was in silver weight. That's been a long time gone now. So I don't know that I showed this particular Mexican coin, but I did show a 90.27 or 0.9027 older 50 centavos, and this is an un peso. It's from 1902. I got it for nearly melt value at the time I bought it, which isn't too bad. So I had to show the other two countries on there that I didn't show coins from. And this one I believe is also a German coin that's worn and got holes and divots in it. It says 1770 on the back. Kind of looks like a shipwreck coin almost. I know it's silver. Listen closely. Unmistakable ting, or ping, of silver. Now another coin I got that is quite well worn out, but still neat looking. And it's 1819, I believe, although the date's almost gone. They only made these 3 different years, from 1818 to 1820. I think that's, if I remember correctly, William the Conqueror on a horse. Shows up on a lot of British coins. And you can see Britannia on the top of this rim, although it's about worn out. But that's one other thing I got today. I went by the bank and asked if they had any half dollars. Well, they did. They had one. Unfortunately, it's 1985. 1985 is just copper nickel. It's only worth 50 cents. But you do have to ask yourself, how often do you ever get a 50-cent coin in change anywhere you go and you buy something? Not very often. It's been quite a while. The only places I've ever gotten them in change given to me is when I bought something at a coin dealer and he had a few of them and he said like he owed me $1.50 or whatever. They'd sometimes give you an actual 50-cent coin. This is Philadelphia Mint. Nothing too special about it. But I do buy premium coins once in a while, like this one. 1892, considered how much these things circulated back in the day, with more than a full rim on this side of the coin, although it's worn off the little nodules on that side. Worn enough they started joining in with the rim on the outer part. The back, see a little bit of the nodules over there and up there, but not too much on that side. So it's a pretty nice one, and it's a little bit lower mintage and graded. If this would grade straight, and it would grade fine or very fine, which might, and being that it would be graded, might be a $50, $60 coin, but raw coins are never as high as what the graded ones are. Because graded ones, there's no questions about whether or not it's the grade they say or not. All right, let's talk about something else. Sometimes when you're buying old, messed up, beat up coins, for a round melt. Get a chance to buy one like this one, 1906. If there's a mint mark, it would be down here underneath the Eagles tail. But the wear and tear on this is so much I couldn't tell you whether it had a mint mark or not. Could have been Orleans or San Francisco. Actually, I think there is a hint of a mint mark on there, and I think it's an O. If I can get the light to go the right way. Well, I don't know. Could be, might not be. Now, one thing some people might not realize when they're looking up older coins, and these two are really old, couple capped bust half dollars. You don't know they weigh a little more because they're bigger around than what the Barber modern half dollars is, which is the same size, not the same weight, but the same size as a modern half dollar. But these older ones are bigger. They started at 13.34 grams, I think it is. This is an 18, looks like 35. And this one might be 32. The date is quite worn on it. It's really hard to tell. But I mean, if anybody else got any questions, I might be able to answer while I'm still on. I'm not staying on much longer. It's starting to get a little bit late. Well, there went something. Couldn't went too far. Slipped out of the bag. Oh, there it is. And it was the Barber half. But when your coin is a circulated coin, like that one is, a little extra dings on it ain't gonna really matter much. Because the way I see it, that particular coin is a melt coin. In this kind of condition, you're buying one, it better be really close to melt when they're worn this bad. Now, there are some of these, the teens, the Philadelphia ones, 13, 14, 15, I do believe are really low mintages in the 100,000 range. No, not 200,000, under 150, which is a pretty low mintage for any coin for the United States. But that's pretty much about what I have for this. I do hope that everyone has a good night. And yes, I need another tube for dollar coins, big dollar coins. I think I might have one. It'll be American Silver Eagle tube, but that will work. It will hold them because that or a 1 ounce round tube. Because that's what this is, and that's what's in this. This tube had 4/9 fine silver buffaloes in it, and he sold all of them out of there, and he had the tube left over, and he sold the tube to me, or he might have just gave it to me. I don't really remember. But inside this is a bunch of silver dollars I got. Some of them as little as $16 or $17. And I also feel like these were saved from the melter, because really they're cut out 1921 Morgan dollars, and a cutout 1923 Peace dollar, which the San Francisco Mint mark over there did not get took off. But these I bought for about what they are in grams weight, what 90% silver is worth as gram weight. Now in this tube, and there's a considerable number of silver dollars left in here. And some of these, when I was doing a treasure chest challenge a few years ago, I bought for that. And the kind of silver dollars I was buying at the time, I think this was $18, maybe 19, along with that one. That one's worn so bad you can't even tell the date. Although it looks like it's a San Francisco Mint. And in this, I had another one of these where the 21 where the date got ground off. But the really cheap one, the cheapest of the bunch, well, for Morgan dollars, that one was 18 bucks when I bought it. I don't know about you. If I'm offered a chance to buy a 21 Morgan dollar with a hole in it for $18, I'm probably going to go ahead and get it. All right. This was the cheapest dollar coin I got for the treasure chest challenge. $16 when I bought it. It's worn out really bad. And at the time, that price was probably below melt on what was left of the coin, because it's, if I remember correctly, it weighs in around 25 something grams. It's down a long way. It's not the most any silver dollar I've ever seen on videos have been worn, but it's pretty low. It's hard to count those three cutout ones as a full silver dollar, but that 1 ounce tube, that's 10, 15. Looks like it'll hold $25 coins. So it holds more because it was designed for 1 ounce silver rounds, which are a little bit bigger than US silver dollars. So I need another tube. I'm gonna have to look around. I can probably get one from my coin dealer because it probably has some. It might be a regular dollar coin tube, which will hold more than 20 tube, or 20 as well, I mean. But you want it for 22 total. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good night. And tomorrow's Easter. I'm not going to do a live tomorrow night. I'm going to let it. Hope everyone enjoys time with their family or whatever else they will do on Easter. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off tonight because it's pretty much all I got.